This video is for those of you who are going on a spiritual journey and you feel it in your core. You feel like Spirit's trying to talk to me. You're opening up. Maybe you just had your spiritual awakening. You're wanting answers. Maybe you're very deep into the spiritual side of things and you already are very in tune, but you're looking to go a little bit deeper. You're looking to kind of broaden your horizons. Okay, I have many decks and this found you for a reason. This video found you for a reason. Trust me. But these are tarot decks that I made and I want to show you these. I just put the deck and the Fool's there. The Fool is there. And the Fool has to do with new beginnings. It's like uncharted territory. This is exactly what I'm talking about, you guys. Your spirit guides, you're getting more in touch with them. Look at her. She's reaching that white globe of light. That's what's happening. You're about ready to like get some communication from your spirit guides. This is what I truly believe. That was like a crazy validation that just happened. But I want to show you these decks in case you feel called to one. You know, that could be your spirit guide saying, yes, that's the deck for you. That's where the energy will be the highest. That's where we can communicate with each other. So this is the first deck that I have, and this is the very first deck that I ever made, and this was guided from Spirit, okay? My channel is called Sun and Soul, and so of course on the back of the cards, I wanted to emanate the sun, but I wanted it to be like a spiritual awakening. And so that's why it looks like the sun's like just exploding with like light knowledge. So that's what the back of the cards look like. And then all the cards are beach themed. So every single card, you know, it has your typical swords, wands, cups, and pentacles, but it's all beach themed. So every single card is different. So we have the Chariot, which is a mermaid. Ooh, okay. And we have some other ones. There's the Eight of Swords, and she's in the water, just like in the traditional deck, but it's just more beachy themed. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is a palm tree, and you have like those pentacles that look like little coconuts. So this deck, I love this deck so much. It just has my energy all over it. I package all these myself. They're all in my house, and so they have all my energy on them. But this one also comes with a guidebook. The guidebook is really simple because I'm all about intuition. I read my cards intuitively. So the guidebook is more for like if you're a beginner and you don't know what the cards mean, they have just a few key words to let you know what it means to pull it in the upright and a few key words to know what it means to pull it in the reverse. Then you can truly trust your intuition to guide you on the rest of the message from the cards, okay? So that's that deck. This deck, depending on when you're seeing this video, I'm getting these back in stock. They're out of stock right now, but they go really fast and they're about to be back in stock. Probably like in a week from when I'm posting this, they'll be back in stock. So keep an eye out for these. They'll be available soon in my TikTok shop. Okay, next we have the second deck that I made. And this, again, this was a calling. Like I think I made this in a week. A whole entire tarot deck. Yes, there's 78 cards in a deck. I made this one in a week. And so I want to show you these. These are angels, okay? So once again, it's the typical tarot with your cups, your wands, your swords, and the pentacles, but they're angel themed, okay? So they're all angels. The back of the card is white with, once again, there's a little palm tree because I love the beach. So of course I had to mix that in there. But these are angels on the beach, okay? So there's the Queen of Swords, and she has a sword necklace to kind of pull in that sword element, okay? We have the Four of Cups. There's an angel there, and he's looking at that cup. So it does kind of have the traditional sense of the cards. So if you're still new and you're trying to learn, it still has that element. We have the Three of Wands, right? Standing there on the balcony, an angel, just like in the traditional deck. We have the Seven of Pentacles. It's like a little banana farm, okay? So this deck, there's, if you like angels, but you also like the beach, there's this deck if it's calling to you. This deck also comes with a guidebook, okay? But just like the other guidebook, it comes with just keywords of what it means to be in the upright and keywords of what it means to be in the reverse. So once again, you can use your intuition to really let the card tell you what it's trying to tell you, okay? So there's that option. If this deck calls to you, this one's available right now. But I'll tell you this again, they go fast. So if you're interested, I wouldn't wait, okay? Okay. Next, we have, and this one's really popular, and I think I literally have one deck left in my shop right now, but depending on when you're seeing this, In a week from when I'm posting this, I'm getting a whole new shipment in. So you'll have to just check to see if it's available. But this is my angel oracle, okay? So if you don't know anything about tarot and you're wanting something a little bit easier to read, this is my angel deck, okay? Listen to the story of how I made this, because I made this in 24 hours, okay? There are 44 cards. I made them in 24 hours. These were angels. These angels, I was sitting at my desk one day and an angel came up to me. He showed me what it looked like and he told me his name and he said to make this deck, and every single card was each angel that I met with their name and what they wanted humanity to know. So this deck is a lot of fun if you are, not trying to memorize cards, because you just pull the card and it tells you what you're supposed to mean on it. I also use this for readings because if you look at the card and you ask the angel, what do I need to know? And then see what pops in your head or see what pops up as a daydream or a feeling or a knowing. So this deck is really good if you're new, but you're wanting something a little bit more direct. Okay, so let me show you some of these because I just think it's really cool. So this one, okay, Faith, this is a little girl angel. And when I saw that, I said, I didn't even know that there were like little kid angels. And then I got the answer to me. Why are there little kid angels? Because sometimes they have to meet you where you are, okay? So sometimes when little kids pass, they might need a little child to meet them. Or more importantly, whenever we have an adult pass who's had extreme trauma and they are stuck energetically in the vibration of a child because they were stunted so much from the trauma, sometimes they need something like this, an innocence, to meet them, okay? Is this really a childlike minded angel? No. This angel is so wise, it's got universal wisdom. This is just an angel presenting itself as a child with the energy of a child to help those who need to meet that kind of angel when they pass, okay? But she showed me herself and I was like, oh, that's actually makes a lot of sense. And it's kind of beautiful, So her message was, your life is supposed to be easy and joyful. And that's a beautiful message. Okay, now this one, some of these names, I was like, that's a really cool name, okay? Like this one's called Pavanelli. Pavanelli, and that's what she showed me that she looked like. And hers says, sunshine holds light language, get outside more. That's absolutely true. And I was actually just thinking this the other day, the light language doesn't have to be so woo-woo, because some of us are like, light language, maybe you do get light language from the sun, don't get me wrong, but this is true because your body, when it receives that sunlight, it takes it and it turns it into vitamin D in your body. That is a language in itself. That light hitting your body, that is language, because it's telling your body, turn this into vitamin D to help you feel better. Okay, that's just one way that science has proven that there literally is like language in light, okay? Now imagine all the ways that we don't know, okay? So we have Ludwig, okay? And his says, show me your hands, they're worn. It's time to rest, okay? Maybe one of these messages were meant to find you. And there's Lily, okay? But they're all different. There's 44 different angels. I mean, they're all different kinds in here, okay? Two more that I'm gonna let you go, okay? This is my love oracle. 78 cards, okay? We have our little love angel on the back in pink, but every single card has a message from your soulmate. What would they want to tell you right now if they could? I like to pair this with a tarot reading. So if I'm doing a tarot reading with the intent of reading a love situation and I want to ask a little bit more from either that person's soul or if that person's spirit guide can come forward and tell me information, I like to use this. I like to shuffle it and see what pops out, on its own. This one says, I apologize for every time I made you feel unimportant. You're my everything, and I want you to feel that every day. Okay? Maybe some of you guys needed to hear that right now. But they all have different messages. They all have different things in them. I like to use this and pair it up for that. Last but not least, this was given to me from God. This little book, it's called Talk to Me, Messages from God. You don't have to go through it alone. This is a little notebook, okay? And every single page has a message from God. This one says, healing takes time. Be gentle on yourself. It also comes with a spot to take notes. And I like to use the notes section for manifesting or automatic writing. I time it, I date it. Automatic Write. And it's a really good book to come back to and see what those messages look like, okay? This is like only $15, and this makes a great gift if, for yourself or for someone else going through a hard time. If you're going through something hard, get this, talk to me, messages from God. I received this, and it looked just like this in my mind's eye, and so I said, okay, God, I'll make it for whatever is needed, okay? If any of these call to you, they're in my TikTok shop, okay?